YouTube. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel, The Masculine Legacy. And in this video, we're gonna be discussing about that how fapping, how masturbation, how ejaculating your semen makes you a drained person, a drained man, and how it sucks up your vitality, your energy, and makes you this low vibration man, right? So we're going to be talking about this topic in this video. So if you like the topic of this video, please make sure that you hit that like button, you share this video, and comment down your views in the comment section. Also, if you have not subscribed to my channel till yet, then subscribe to my channel and press that notification bell icon to receive the latest updates from my side. Without any further delay, let's jump into the video, guys. So I was reading this book, The Bliss of the Celibate by Julian L. Lee, and I highly recommend this book to everyone. This is a fantastic book, and there is a chapter in this book, and this chapter inspired me to make this video, and I will use some of the references from this chapter and explain to you that what it really means when I say that when you ejaculate, when you zizz off, when you ejaculate, right, you lose your energy and you become a low vibrational man, right? So let's start, guys. The name of this chapter in this book is The Male Period, right? And the author here states that any man who ejaculates his semen regularly, the the reaction of a male's body after an ejaculation, right, after just after we nut, just after we bust, the the ejaculatory response of a male's body is same as when a female goes through her period, right, her period days, those days of the month, like those 7, 8, 10 days when females are suffering from all kind of mood swings, all kind of cramps, and all kind of blood and these things, right? So that state is quite similar in males also if we ejaculate our semen, and that is why we feel drained, that is why we feel sleepy, lethargic, inactive, demotivated, this brain fog just when you ejaculate. And how many times it has happened when you were in the heat of the moment, when you were really horny and you were just searching some pornography on these websites on hub and watching these girls on Instagram, watching talking videos, like I used to do that when I used to be a coomer, right? And if you fap regularly, then you will relate to this. And when you do this, you were in the heat of the moment, you were like that, I need to bust, I need to get a release, you think like this. But as soon as you get a release, then you have this kind of regret, this kind of irritated feeling in your heart, and you think that what the heck I have done, right? And this is called as post nut clarity, when you come back to your senses after coming, right, after bursting a nut. And this feeling of feeling low and guilt and shame and anger inside your mind is nothing but the male period, as the author suggests, right? And there is a paragraph in this chapter, and I will read it to you. And the author says that every female who has had intercourse has witnessed the noticeable change in mood, lack of interest, and marked withdrawal following the male discharge. It happens right away. He becomes a different man. The glint is now gone from his eye. He turns away from her in the bed. A moment ago he was passionate and extremely interested, willing to do much for her. Now he seems not to care at all, or even repulsed by sex and by her. An actual feeling of disgust arises in men for sex and women immediately after orgasm generally. So this is what is post-nut clarity, right? So the author clearly stated what I was saying. If you ever had slept with a woman, right, if you had sex with a woman, then you will resonate with these lines. When you were doing the act, when you were getting physical, when you were getting intimate with your wife, with your girlfriend, or anyone, right, or with a chick in general, in the heat of the moment, you will feel like that this is the world, this is what I am destined to do, and it's very enjoyable, it's very pleasurable, and things look like that. Uh, like you will feel that desire, this sex is the best thing in the world, and you feel like top of the world when you are into that vagina, right? But as soon as you shoot out, as soon as you say boom boom whoosh, as soon as you squash out that white sticky liquid, your semen, the next moment, the very next moment, you feel like shit. You feel uninterested in sex, you feel uninterested, you feel embarrassing. You are now seeing the woman naked, she's lying next to you, and you are laying down without any clothes on, and you both are like the bed sheet is totally wrinkled, and it's like a mess everywhere. And now you will relate to me, right? You got me what I'm saying. Now you will think like that, this is it, like, is this was a thing I was doing a few minutes ago. And then you feel this feeling of detachment in your brain from that female and from the act also. And this is what is called as post-nut clarity, as the writer stated, right? uh, and also, after following the ejaculation, it has been noticed that the confidence of a man, the confidence, the self-esteem of a man, it goes down, it really goes down. And that is why you will notice that as soon as you ejaculate, you will hide like a coward inside your bed. You will try yourself to you will try yourself to lock inside a room. You won't feel to go outside to, let's say, play games outside or hang out with your friends or go to a social situation. You will feel like the social anxiety, this like you will be inside your head. Like when you will be walking on road, you will think that that guy is watching me, or that girl is thinking about me, or in a social gathering, or in a family function, or whatever, wherever you go, in college, school, office, you will always and always keep thinking that people are somewhere vibing, people are somewhere sensing this low vibration inside me. And people do sense it, guys. People do sense. Everything is energy. Like these things, as I repeatedly say on this channel, that semen attention is not something which can be explained in words. It is something which you can only experience. Like some things can be experienced, but beyond a certain limit you cannot explain semen retention, right? Semen retention is something to be done, and when you do it, only then you realize the potential of it. Only then you realize the meaning of all these things we are talking right now, right? So this is why the author has said a very beautiful thing in this book, that you will notice that most domestic fights occur within 24 hours of a man's orgasm. And this is the thing which blowed my mind when I studied this book, and when I actually verified it, when I asked with some people, when I like interviewed some people and asked that whether this thing is true or not. Then they told me that this thing is true, and they don't know the cause, but I knew the cause. The cause is, as I told you, when you ejaculate, when you bust out that jizz, when you let a woman suck your energy, when you drain that energy inside a woman, she gains spiritual benefits, vital essence she gains. And that is why women glow up after getting physical with men, right? Women show these positive changes after she slept with a guy. But a man, he appears like a drained, like an eggshell, like an boiled egg after, like a boiled potato. Like all his glow is gone, his eyes are like black, and like it appears that somebody has sucked out life out of his body, right? He's soulless, he appears to be soulless. Like all the gleam on his face, and all the vigor, all the charm, all the aura, it suddenly disappears. And it is magical, guys. It is magical. That's why I say that semen retention is magical practice. And as I was saying, that within the 24 hours of your ejaculation, you will be more irritated, more frustrated, less decisive, and you will be prone to anger, you will be prone to get irritated on petty things, and you will be more susceptible to catch up fights with other people. And that is why, as author says, that the most domestic fights are within 24 hours of a man's orgasm, because that's when a man is weak, right? That's when all these cases of somebody beating his wife and all these things, these things happen, right? Because these couples, they don't know these things. These couples have ignored these ancient secrets, and then they wonder that why their marriage is broken, is broken up, and why their family is so disintegrated, right? And author says that female gets hit by this period thing once in a month, but a man, he chooses to have many periods with the loss of his vital tissue throughout the month, right? And this is being purposefully done to make men weak. And guess what, when you make men weak, you have no protectors for the society, and that's how civilizations collapse, right? If you want to corrupt a nation, if you want to win a nation without a war, there is a famous quote by Sultan Salahuddin Ayyubi, the Islamic Sultan of Iran, and he said that if you want to win a nation without a single sword, without a single bullet, without a single bomb, right, without any army, just corrupt the youth with nudity and alcohol and all these degeneracy, just corrupt the youth, just corrupt the young men, and the rest will take care of itself. You can easily conquer the things. That is why the Colosseum in the Rome were built. That is why these bars, these clubs, the pornography is for free. Like, people always come to me and say that why pornography is free, and I always say that it is first of all, it's not free. First of all, it's costing your time, it's costing your soul, which is the most precious thing in this world, right? It's costing you your soul, so it's not free, first of all. And even if you think in monetary perspective, it is free because it is used to corrupt our youth, it is used to corrupt the brains of young men, because these elites, these rulers of the world, they know that if there is a revolting spirit, if there is a spirit of revolution in men, then men will be out of control, right? A revolution is nothing but a group of men at a place, and if it happens, then men will be out of control. And if men will be out of control, uh, 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 it will be very difficult for them to install the degeneracy in the minds of society, because you know what, then men will stand up and say that, you know what, this taking some injections and vaccines into the nerves, and this whole LGBT transgender propaganda, this feminist propaganda, this atheism and communism, we won't tolerate this, we won't be standing with this. And this thing can be only done by men who are strong enough to do that, who are strong enough to revolt, and they don't like strong men, right? This is why they are propagating these things, these lies in the society in the form of pornography, right? So moving ahead, uh, men are always on their male period because they are trying to distract themselves by the use of drugs and all these pornography and all these things. Moving on, uh, the writer says, in the sexual discharge, nature is intending to give us something very great. And what is great thing? Nature is, whenever you ejaculate, your brain, by default, biologically, your body is thinking that you are making a baby, right? And that was the sole purpose of ejaculating. That was the sole purpose of sex. That was the sole purpose of getting laid with a woman. Before all this modern world degeneracy, like, sex was not about pleasure, it was about propagating your generation. It was increasing your bloodline, propagating your bloodline, spreading your genes. This was the purpose of getting physical with a woman. It was never ever for these pleasure and these disgusting things. And that's why whenever you ejaculate, whenever you come, even if you masturbate, your brain thinks that you are making a baby, right? And thus, they should realize why nature extracts a penalty from men for sexual discharge, because you are losing such a vital force, you are losing such a vital, such an important thing, you are squashing out your life. And that is why in Eastern philosophies we call semen as our prana shakti. And what is prana shakti? Prana shakti is our life force. It is called as a divine life force. It is called in Chinese scriptures, they call it as chi, the life energy, right? And when you blow out your chi, when you release your chi, then nature extracts a penalty. And what is this penalty? As I told you, all these irritation and all this frustrated mood, all these things are a result of squashing your life force out of your body, right? Next, uh, they have said that once a month is nature's maximum for the male. Like, writer says that if even if you are ejaculating once a month, that's the max. That is the max, guys. But in today's time, people are squashing, people are masturbating every single day, multiple times a day, and that's why they are constantly in this male period stage, in this constant low vibration, and that's why they feel demotivated, that's why they feel suicidal, anxiety, depression, and all these mental health issues, because they are not in the sync with the nature's default. Like, the nature does not allows you to masturbate, the nature does not allows you, the nature does not want you, god does not want you to squash out your life force. And when you do this wantonly, recklessly, then guess what happens? Nature extracts a penalty, and it extracts a penalty in form of giving you miseries, in form making your life dark, right? And any more orgasms than that makes the male psychologically inferior to the female, right? And this is the best point. The writer says that women in general are now morally and psychologically superior to men. They have more patience, they have more evenness, they are more reasonable, they can handle a more complex and stressful daily load, especially mothers, and they live longer. The entire reason is that they lose vital shakti, or the vital life force, less often than men, right? And this is the point which I'm trying to make, that these days you will notice that girls are surpassing men in every single field. Like, they are better in, they are getting better at education, they are getting better at business, they are getting better at life decisions. Like, female are becoming more and more masculine these days, because guess what, like, people come to me and say that, you know what, girls are becoming more and more masculine. And I always say that the energy of the universe has to be balanced, right? It has to be balanced. And if somewhere masculinity is increasing, then somewhere femininity has also increased to cancel it, to nullify it, to neutralize it. So if women are becoming more and more masculine, guess what, it is the effect of the cause that men are becoming more and more feminine. And if men are becoming more and more feminine, then men are not protecting, men are not providing, men are not playing the role of what they are supposed to do. And when this happens, somebody has to take the charge, somebody has to take the role. And that's why female are becoming more and more masculine, because they are losing. Female in general masturbate way less than men, right? And female are better at tolerating this lustful situation and this lustful desires. And you will like you will rarely see a female as a pornography or a sex addict or something like that, or as a masturbation problem. Like, these things don't happen in female, right? These things are happening in male, because we as male has this store of sexual energy inside our body, and god, nature has given it to us to transform, to put it into bigger channels, to make things happen, right? To go out, conquer the world, earn money, inspire others, make babies, propagate the society, be the protector, be the provider to your wife, to your family, raise beautiful and responsible and good healthy kids, right? This is why this power has been there inside our body. And what we are doing, we are squashing it on some OnlyFans model, on some IG thought or something like that, right? This is why these days, as writer states, that men are psychologically getting more and more inferior to female, because they are losing their vital energy more often, right? uh, Men was not made to have more than one orgasm a month, as I told you, or else he comes into a low psychological state, as I told you, right? So this is it, guys. I told you this chapter from the book The Bliss of the Celibate. As you can see, The Bliss of the Celibate. I'm currently reading this fantastic book, and this book is very nice. You should all read it. And so this was the analysis from my side, that why ejaculation drains your body. Tell me what are your thoughts about this video. What do you in future, what kind of videos you want me to cover, and you want me to discuss on this channel. And very soon I'm launching my private coaching and my ebooks and my digital products. So very soon I'll see you in on my personal group, on my website, on my email list, where I can connect to you one on one personally, right? So that would be a very good chance for you to interact with me, share your problems with me, ask your problems with me, and I can give you one on one tailored solution for your life, for your situation, right? So if you like the topic of this video, if you watched it till now, then I please request you, please like, share, subscribe, comment down, and until next time, stay happy, stay blessed. I will meet you in a new video with a fresh new topic. Keep grinding, keep hustling, kings. Love you all. Goodbye. God bless you.